Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Rowell. Alright, we're going to do something I haven't done for quite a while, and actually it's going to even be different from when I did do them. We're going to do a restaurant vlog today, but in the past when I do restaurant vlogs, I tend to try and find like one-off places, or places that have an interesting backstory or something. This time I'm going to actually hit a fast food place. Let me tell you why we're doing this. One of the few things I've not really been happy with about Texas is I haven't been able to get really good Mexican food. You'd think, yeah, that should be easy in Texas, you know, being right on the border with Mexico and all that. But apparently there just isn't a lot of really good Mexican places around here. However, I have been told about a fast food place called Taco Casa. Actually, this started with someone I work with. Turns out this person used to work at Disneyland and left Disneyland about the same time I left Disneyland and ended up here. We're both working at the same company. And from time to time, she goes out to lunch and goes to Taco Casa. She comes back raving about this place all the time. She says, you know, she used to eat a lot of like Taco Bell, and she says the food is way tastier and really, really good, and she can't say enough about this place. So I said, okay, I gotta check this out myself. So actually it's like a Tuesday morning. I haven't even had breakfast yet, but we're gonna go to Taco Casa, and that's gonna be my breakfast. So let's go. Now actually there's two Taco Casas in the Waco area. One in Hewitt, which I guess has probably been here for a while, and another one that just opened up like in the last few months. In fact, I know where this place is. It's right across the street from the HEB that I applied for a job when I was still job hunting. And at the time there was a place called Zoe's Cafe. And I'd been thinking off and on that I wanted to go check that place out. Well, apparently I put it off too long and they went under. So I don't know, maybe it was just you know, the economy and they couldn't hold up to it. But this Zoe's Cafe now has been transformed into a Taco Casa. And since that one's the newest one on the map, I want to go check that one out. Alright, so this is the place. This is the newest Taco Casa in Texas, as I understand it. And like I said, this used to be Zoe's Cafe. It's right across the street from the HEB I applied for. And I don't know, let's go in and see what they got. Honestly, I kind of looked at the menu online to figure out what I wanted to do. And I'm probably going to get quite a bit because I want to try several things. So I may get a couple of different things. I am specifically looking at that tostada on the bottom there. And then there was like some tacos and burritos and something else. So we're going to see what else looks good, and we're going to take home some food and give it its taste test. Alright, I'm back. I did get quite a bit to eat. Might get a couple meals out of this. I don't know. I am kind of hungry, so I might actually wolf through all this. But this is their super tostada, which I thought looked pretty good. Now I had to kind of nuke this stuff when I got home because it was a little while between when I picked up the food and when I got here, and it was kind of cold. This is called a chelada. Basically, from what I can tell, it just looks like a wet burrito. And then I got just a regular dry burrito here, and it looks like there's all sorts of good stuff in there. So hopefully this will be a little better than some of the microwave burritos I always get at the grocery store that have no flavor and nothing in them at all. I also got a little bit of a sampling of their hot sauce. Apparently, according to the menu, everything gets mild sauce put into it, but then they have the hot sauce to goose it up if that isn't enough for you. And so we're going to try that, but if that isn't enough to goose it up for me, I'm ready for them. Also got my old standby here, a Sprite, and I probably won't be reviewing that too much because, hey, I know what Sprite is, right? So anyway, let's get down to eating. Alright, so first thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take a taste of each thing just as it is before I put any hot sauce or trying to augment the flavor. So I've been watching this burrito for a while, and this looks really, really good. So we're going to try this. So as often is the case with burritos, the first bite is mostly tortilla, and you got to take a second bite to actually get into the meat of it. So I can see there's a lot of good stuff in there. I see the beans, I see tomatoes and black peppers and rice and cheese and also all the stuff you'd want in a burrito. So yeah, it's a good base for a burrito. Now let's see what happens when we goose it up a little bit with our house hot sauce. We'll start with that. That's looks like a reasonable start, right? It has a nice little flavor to it. It reminds you of a little bit of this. So yeah, that's actually a decent hot sauce. There was, like I said, everything that they on their menu says it includes mild sauce. And it's like, yeah, I don't even taste the mild sauce on this, but that's got a decent little bite to it. So not bad at all. Just a Taco Casa hot sauce. All right, so now we're gonna move on to this chelada. I have no idea what a chelada is, but like I said, looking at it, it looks like a wet burrito. So it looks like it's basically a burrito with cheese and black olives and like almost like an enchilada sauce on it or something. Let's see what this has got going for it here. That's really good too. A lot of flavor in that. Let's try it with a little of their hot sauce here. Yeah, that is really good. Wash it down with a little Sprite. And now let's give our tostada its taste test. Now, a lot of times with tostadas, you want to be able to pick them up. Like I said, I nuked this a little bit, and tostadas kind of tostada shells kind of tend to become a little soft when they go in the microwave. So I'm just going to have to kind of cut this apart and eat it like everything else here. A lot of flavor in that too. Now I'd say probably that was the least favorite of the three things that I got. It's still really good, but like I said, I think maybe I ruined it a little bit by nuking it. These, on the other hand, remain really, really good. I would definitely check these out again. Let's get a little hot sauce on here, see what we can do with this. Yeah, it's still pretty good. I mean, like I said, it's the least favorite of the three things I got, but it's still really, really good. If I got this by itself and didn't have to, eat that and didn't have to eat that, I'd say, yeah, this is pretty good. In one of these, I'd probably want two of these, but actually I think I'm probably going to end up finishing up all these. But this is a good choice. I'm actually surprised. This is really, really pretty tasty for a fast food place. And I agree with my colleague at work, Taco Casa is pretty good. So it looks to me like doing the research I did that there's about 120 or 130 of these things in Texas. I don't know how much further beyond Texas they've gone. You can maybe look that up, but if you get a chance to try out a Taco Casa, it's not too bad. I would recommend that. So, if that's what you're into, if you're in for like a kind of fast food, Mexican food, this is pretty good. And might even be giving me that little fix of decently tasting Mexican food that I've been yearning for so much. Maybe I'll have to visit this again. So anyway, like Taco Casa, I definitely recommend it if you're into that kind of thing. But I think that's all that I have for today. So thank you as always for watching. I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.